This is JD, and we'll also have some notes from Carrie coming on a little bit. But this one is an especially important BlueSync. Not that I always feel like, every TV show says tonight's episode is huge. Well, wouldn't you hope the other episodes are done too? So we're going to be talking about some pretty important stuff mainly regarding luxury, and it's stuff that we've covered. Hold on. Okay. It's stuff that we covered. Jeff Greenaway and I, the director of luxury, and myself, we did some luxury training across Michigan and Ohio the past few weeks, and there was something that came up consistently from our agents that worried them that might not have been being done correctly. So what I want to show you guys is when you go to coldwellbankerluxury.com, what a listing looks like. So this is the brand's luxury website, right? This is something that every time we get a luxury listing, they go right here. And I'm just going to type in Michigan and try to bring up a random listing real quick. So let's just go ahead and take this sprawling one in Holland. So this is what these photos look like. And thankfully, actually, they did this video correctly, but actually one of our agents, way to go, Wendy. This is what our photos look like on these sites. They are massive. They are huge. And when they are fed directly from the MLS, when you upload photos, every office does it differently, but when an agent or an ASC uploads photos into the MLS, even if they're the most high-res photos in the world, the MLS compresses them, because the MLS is not necessarily a high functioning photo service, right? So they compress them. And then what happens is that listing, those photos from the MLS get fed to coldwellbankerluxury.com. And when they do that, they get even more, you've got these really compressed photos, and I was trying to find an example. This is a bit more of an example. You can see, not horrible, but very pixelated. That's actually just a cool photo, full stop. So what happens, like I said, the photos get pixelated, and then when a lot of high net worth sellers will love to look at their photos on TV screens, and when they go to look at their photos on TV screens, this is a bit of an example. You can see how pixelated they're. They turn out pixelated, and this is on a huge screen for this computer, let alone a TV. So there is a specific way to upload photo and video for luxury listings. And we need to make sure we're doing that correctly so the photos do show up in high resolution, so that we are doing our best for our agents and for our clients, of course, especially. So that's the thing that Carrie's going to go over in a couple minutes. The first thing I want to show you guys, though, on Schmidt Resources, is I want to remind us about the Luxury Home of the Week, what that is, and how you can submit your agents, or how agents can submit themselves as well. So when you're on Schmidt Resources, you can, of course, scroll down and click on, click on any of the tabs. We're going to click on Florida today. And then under your Luxury Resources, which is right now currently in the second row, if you click on Luxury Resources, if you scroll down a bit, there is a Home of the Week submission form that you'll see right here. What this submission form is that almost every week, about 3 out of the 4 weeks a month, we run a featured Home of the Week on our luxury Facebook page. This gets an advertised campaign from the company that gets boosted out to a select luxury audience that has been tested and created and edited over time, and you get a custom video created for that agent. An agent gets a custom video for their listing. So the way that you submit is very straightforward. When you're on this site, you just scroll down and you see the Home of the Week submission form. When you click on it, it should take you to a Google Sheet. All you or the agent have to do is fill out this form. If you are filling it out on behalf of an agent, please use their information. Name, email, basically all of the info about the listing itself. The most important part for us is that you give us a link to the high-res photos or a link to the high-res video. And not just to view it, but to download. A Dropbox link. Maybe you use WeTransfer. Maybe it's in Google Drive. Something like that. We will not consider any listings unless we have the photos available to run when we want. I don't know if Jessica is on, but Jessica Poplinski up in northern Michigan, in the Leelanau County offices, she runs this page with me. She helps manage this, and she is amazing at helping with this stuff. And the way we do it is that we plan out the Home of the Weeks 2 or 3 weeks in advance. And if we don't have the photos, we used to not do this. We had to track them down, and it was very difficult to get those photos from people. So it is important that when your agent is submitting, we have a link to download the photos and especially video right away, that we don't have to track them down afterward. Some people like to send them in a separate email. They'll say, here, we'll send separately, and then I'll get a separate email. That is absolutely okay, but we need to have the links to download the high-res photos and videos. So one last thing before I get Carrie up and have her talk about the other things, there is no special requirement to be considered for Home of the Week besides it being a luxury listing. We have featured homes that are $550,000. We featured homes that are $7 million and everything in between. All that is required is that it has to be a luxury listing, and then it goes to our quote-unquote submission board, and we select which ones will be featured over the next few weeks. So please do not forget to have your agents, if they get a luxury, make it compulsory. If they get a luxury listing, either submit it for them, make sure to tell them how to submit it, because we're always looking for more listings, especially in the summer when the market is hot. Please make sure that you're sending listings our way. Oh, hi Jessica, she is on. So if you guys have any questions about that, again, please use the chat on the right. I'm going to get Carrie up right now to talk about a couple other aspects of it, and we're going to try some funky audio stuff, so hopefully this comes through well. Next few weeks. So please do not. All right, Carrie, you're going to have to mute your computer. You have your agent or the YouTube video. You can hear me?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to turn you up, and then you're going to tell me what to do on the screen. So Carrie is going to go over, like we talked about, the forms on Schmidt Resources that show you how to specifically upload high-res photos and video for your agents. Take it away, Carrie.
Great. Well, can you go back to Schmidt Resources for me?
Yes, it's delayed, but I am there.
Oh, okay. Well, this might be a little bit of a challenge, so that's okay. I can talk while we wait for that to come up. I do want to say that in most of our regions, $500,000 is considered luxury.
Yes.
Some of our paradise codes, it is a little bit higher of a cost, but for the purposes of that page, as long as it looks like luxury, we can go with our Schmidt rules of $500,000 plus. So if you're on the paradise side, don't think that you have to have it what Coldwell Banker considers it luxury. You can submit that as well. Okay, so I'm waiting for the screen to come up and show me the how-to guides. I think you're almost there. It's getting there. So you can see in Schmidt Resources, there's a lot of options here for global luxury. And I'm just waiting for my screen to show me the first one. Which one did you click on first, JD?
I actually haven't clicked on any of them. I just brought them up on the screen. So I'll click on the upload high-res photos to Online Office.
Okay. Currently, the way that it works is, and this is not for Paradise, this is for Michigan, Ohio, and West Coast, Florida, is the MLS feeds the photos to Online Office, and Online Office then feeds them to Dash. From the MLS to Online Office, they get dumbed down. The resolution's not as high. So what we need to do is go into Online Office, upload the high-res photos, and then mark it so that the photos from the MLS don't feed back over the work that you did. So once you put the high-res photos into Online Office, they will feed to Dash. Now, we like to tell people 24 to 48 hours because, let's face it, it's technology. It doesn't always work as quick as we would like, but it will load. So you can see on the screen now, it shows you an Online Office. And again, Michigan, Ohio, Florida, West Coast, how you go in to find the property. And then you want to edit the property. You want to delete all the photos. And then if you scroll down, which you probably already have, and I'm just waiting for my screen to pop up, then you can actually save those. So that last caveat is very important. You have to go to the MLS update and mark it as price and status without photos, or complete update without photos. It doesn't really matter which one you choose, as long as you choose without photos, because that way, if it has a price reduction or if it goes under contract, those status type things will update, but the photos won't override the high-res ones that you have put in. So that's what you're seeing right there on step 12. And then you want to simply save that and make sure that your changes have saved. It'll flash at the very top of your screen, letting you know those changes have been saved, and you'll be good to go. Secondary step, if you have a client that is really demanding and wanting their photos up faster, you can actually go into Dash and upload them there as well. They will feed from Online Office, but if you're trying to expedite those photos getting online, you can actually upload them from Dash. And if you want to do that and you're not sure how, we don't actually have a document yet, but you can reach out to me and I can help you with that.
And if you guys are on Schmidt Resources, which again I know that we always just bang that into your heads, but I am still surprised as I travel to see how many agents don't know about the site itself, the resource. On this luxury tab, the whole bottom two sections here, you can see are all resources regarding uploading stuff to Schmidt Resource. I'm sorry, to the Coldwell Banker Luxury site. So troubleshooting the luxury listings in Dash for the Sunstar offices, how to make sure the video is playing automatically. And if we look at that document, and we actually have one for Paradise, as well. You can see right here, Paradise Offices video on Coldwell Banker Luxury. But for the rest of our regions, using that same document we were looking at with the photos, the last page of it, I believe, sorry, not this last page, but one of the other documents does go over again how to make sure that video automatically plays. Because when we go back to the Coldwell Banker Luxury site, again, when we click on one that does have video, if I click on that listing, this YouTube video automatically plays for me. I don't even have to click anything. I don't have to, it's full screen video for me. And if it's not uploaded correctly, that doesn't work and it looks kind of wonky. So making sure that we're uploading these videos correctly is huge too. So I really would urge you guys, as you're entering luxury listings, or as you know your agents are, please check, especially this high-res photo. Please make sure that they are being entered separately, because we did have some agents kind of wondering if their ASCs were doing this, and I'm sure you guys were, and the agents were just worried or confused. But making sure that we are is vital for making sure these show properly on the sites. So anything else, Carrie? Anything else that we missed or that you want to touch on real quick?
Sure. Just real quick, I would like to add that even if your agent is not Global Luxury certified, their property will show up on Coldwell Banker Luxury. However, their profile won't be attached to it. It'll be the office profile. If you do have a Global Luxury certified agent, there's been a lot of confusion on how to update their profile for Coldwell Banker Luxury. There is a great site called Proxio, which you can get if you're certified from CV Exchange. But Dash actually overrides that. So if your agents are asking how to update their profile on Luxury, it feeds from Dash, just like CVX does. So they need to send you their bio, their certifications, their headshot, their phone numbers, whatever it might be that they want updated. You as the ASC can put it into Dash. That will actually feed both CV Exchange and Coldwell Banker Luxury. So that is, you don't want to go to Proxio to do that. You do want to do it from Dash.
Yeah, and I think that goes for all global luxury marketing. Is that if you have an agent who does have a global luxury listing, they can still use the global luxury marketing, the logo, the materials. The marketing team will create those branded things for them. They just cannot say that they are a global luxury certified agent. It's kind of semantics at that point, but they are able to use the marketing, just not that specific phrase. So one question I saw Jessica said, and yep, you're right, like you said, Jessica, if you notice in this document at step 9, it does say the ideal photo size should be 1440 by 750. That still rings true, but honestly, any high-res photography that you get, if it is legitimately high resolution, will be far past that. So you should still be looking to make sure they are at least that size. But honestly, they're probably going to be in the 2,000 to 3,000s if you have like super high-res photography. Any other questions, guys, please let them come in for the next minute or two. I do want to remind everybody that there is one last listings to leads training today at 3 p.m., I believe. Let me make sure. I'm hosting it, so I should know, but let me get I don't have my graphic anymore. At 3 p.m., I'll put a link again in the Facebook group, as I always do. But this will be going over the listings to leads home evaluation tool. So if you have new agents, if you have agents who are interested or trying to do something new, please make sure they attend that. It will be recorded as always, but it'll be a good training to be a part of. Carrie, any other housekeeping announcements that you want to go over quick?
No, I just want to add that our numbers are a little low here on BlueSync. I know it's vacation season for a lot of us, but if you work closely with another ASC, just chat with them, make sure that they are calling in every Thursday or watching the recording. This is great content that JD, Peter, Amelia, myself, a bunch of everybody else on the team shares, and we really want to make sure that it's getting to you and your agents.
Exactly. That's incredibly true. And next week, I believe, last I checked, Peter is scheduled to talk about prospecting or some luxury stuff, so it'll be a really important BlueSync next week. So we'll call it a wrap there. We're right at 9:45. As always, guys, if you have questions, feel free to email Carrie or myself afterwards. Thank you for those of you who are here today. We really appreciate your time and bringing this to your agents. and have a great rest of your week and a great Thursday in general. Thank you guys so much.
Great. Thanks, JD.
Thank you.